Welcome. My name is Drew Andrews. I'm the Assistant Director and Technical Assistance Coordinator at the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities. Janice Seabrooks Blackmore is the Executive Director. Today's presentation is an overview of the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities. Today's agenda includes an overview of the Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Program Act and the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities. Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Program locations throughout Florida. Next, information about college and career transition clubs. And finally, information about Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Program College Showcase. Legislation in 2016, known as the Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Program Act, had four major components. It established the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities at the University of Central Florida. It established Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Programs, also known as Fpctps. It funds scholarships for students to attend approved programs, and it funds startup and enhancement grants to institutions of higher education to implement a Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Program. There are 120 eligible institutions in the state of Florida. What is the purpose of a Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Program? The purpose is to increase independent living, inclusive and experiential post-secondary education and employment opportunities for students with intellectual disabilities through post-secondary education programs. And the picture that you see there are students in a culinary arts program receiving certification that will lead to a career in the culinary arts field. Next, let's talk about eligibility. Public and private institutions of higher education, also known as IHEs, that are not-for-profit and accredited are eligible to establish a Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Program. That includes all of our state universities, all of our state and community colleges, all of our technical colleges, and private universities and colleges that are not-for-profit and are also accredited. Next, let's talk about student eligibility. Students with intellectual disabilities must attend in person, and they must have a documented disability. Students must have exited the K-12 system. Now we're going to talk a little bit about Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Programs. Each program must focus on employment outcomes. There must be an inclusive context. They must be no less than half-time enrollment. There must be a meaningful credential or industry certification whenever students exit the program or receive during the program. It also requires that there be a definition of satisfactory academic progress and that students make satisfactory academic progress. It also requires federal comprehensive transition and post-secondary program application. And that's the federal CTP application so that programs can allow students to complete the student financial aid paperwork to receive federal student aid. This map shows where all of the Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Programs are located. Each black dot represents and Fpctp. The yellow dots represent other inclusive post-secondary education programs. There are currently 19 programs on 24 campuses throughout Florida. This map can be found on our website at fcsua.org under Find a Post-Secondary Program. Here are our programs at universities. Florida Atlantic University has a program at their Jupiter and Boca Raton campus. Florida Gulf Coast University in Fort Myers. Florida International University in Miami. The University of Central Florida here in Orlando. The University of South Florida, St. Petersburg campus, and Southeastern University in Lakeland. Here are our programs at state colleges. Broward College at Pembroke Pines and Coconut Creek. The College of the Florida Keys in Key West and expanding to the Upper Keys in Key Largo. Indian River State College in Fort Pierce and Vero Beach. St. Petersburg College in St. Petersburg. Santa Fe College in Gainesville and Tallahassee Community College in Tallahassee. Here are the Fpctp programs at technical colleges. Cape Coral Technical College in Cape Corals. Fort Myers Technical College in Fort Myers. Lively Technical College in Tallahassee. McFadder Technical College in Davie. Fort Walton Beach has Okaloosa Technical College. Orange Technical College is in Winter Garden. Robert Morgan Technical College is in Miami. And Sheridan Technical College is in Hollywood. Next, let's talk about the Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Program student scholarships. Scholarships are available for eligible students attending the approved Fpctps. They are $7,000 annual scholarships and can cover all costs charged to student accounts. Those costs include tuition, books, transportation, fees associated with specific courses, technology, equipment, industry certification exams, fees, program specific such as mentors or internships, and also travel such as to Skills USA. Next, I'm going to talk about college and career transition clubs. We have been partnering with public secondary schools to develop and implement Florida college and career transition clubs at Florida high schools serving students with disabilities. These clubs are inclusive. We provide support funding to help offset the cost of the clubs. These support funds can be used to pay sponsor stipends, club activities, and materials such as transportation and travel to visit colleges and businesses, food and team building activities. To increase awareness of Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Program opportunities and help students with intellectual disabilities prepare for and access those opportunities across Florida, the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities is partnering with secondary educators. And you see a group of students at a Florida College and Career Transition Club meeting. Club membership adequately represents students grades 9 through 12 from these groups. First, students with intellectual disabilities. Next, students with other than intellectual disabilities. And 3, students without disabilities. Remember, this is an inclusive club. We see the college and career transition clubs as the gateway to college. They help prepare students to access and succeed in post-secondary education, to develop meaningful personal goals, to provide choices for post-secondary education, and to build a more inclusive community. The center's expectations include development, but not limited to, the following student competencies through student learning outcomes. Club activities should be planned with these in mind and include ways to document whether club participants achieve these student learning outcomes relevant and appropriate to their grade level. Number 1, students will identify 3 careers or career fields in which they are interested and the competencies, knowledge, and skills needed to pursue those careers. Number 2, students will identify a pathway or pathways to each career through secondary and post-secondary education, training, and/or other experiences. Number 3, students will identify post-secondary education institutions that offer programs aligned with the special careers and compare the characteristics of each. Number 4, students will identify the individual supports, if any, they need to access and succeed in each career and each post-secondary education associated with that career. Number 5, students will identify the 3 most important characteristics to them in choosing a career, such as the work environment, availability of jobs, salary or wages, ability to advance in the field. Also, a post-secondary education program, such as the reputation of the program, supports available, location, class size, cost. Number 6, students will demonstrate the following: A, accurate completion of a post-secondary education application; B, preparation of a resume or summary of performance relevant to college and career applications; and C, effective interviewing skills. Number 7, development and application of employability and leadership skills aligned with their academic and other curricula, such as, but not limited to, the following: teamwork, timelines, goal setting, organization, planning, task completion, decision-making, self-advocacy, and communication. So it's time for you to get started. Visit our website at fcsua.org and click on K-12 Education to access college and career transition club information and the application. Schools can apply to receive $3,000 for 2 years to support club activities. Share with schools in your district. Identify club sponsors. Recruit all students. This is an inclusive club. And the picture here are students that were visiting FAMU in Tallahassee. College and Career Transition Clubs 2021-2022 applications are accepted May 3rd through August 31st. So just simply go to FCSUA CCT Clubs, click on the link, and you'll find the application and directions to submit the application and have that done by August 31st. It does require a principal's signature. Next, I want to share information about our Fpctp College Showcase. In January, we had a showcase of all of our Florida post-secondary comprehensive transition programs. Each program created a video that highlights their program and is user-friendly for young adults and families to view each and every Florida Post-Secondary Comprehensive Transition Program and find the one that best aligns with their interests and their needs. So please visit, and these will be updated yearly. Next, I would like to tell you about our Family to Family Toolkit. It serves as a springboard for students and families to discover, learn, understand, and identify choices of post-secondary education programs. Springboard is a jumping off point for families to gain more drive, motivation, and energy as they begin their investigation into post-secondary options for students. Families across the state have expressed the desire to have information available. This will be on our website soon. Next, College Matters. Funded by the Florida Developmental Disabilities Council, College Matters is a 5-part series of 1-hour conversations for secondary and post-secondary education personnel, focusing on post-secondary education for students with intellectual disabilities. Each speaker event will address a unique aspect of improving the pathways to success. Facilitated by Think College staff and featuring a short presentation by a content expert, the series will provide participants with strategies to prepare and support students with intellectual disabilities for college success and will allow student time for discussion and resource sharing. College Matters is designed to cover a broad range of topics critical to achieving successful post-secondary education in Florida. And finally, I would like to share our contact information if you'd like to know more. Please call us at 407-823-5225 or email us at fcsua@ucf.edu. I've mentioned our website several times, fcsua.org, or follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We also have a YouTube account where our webinars are recorded. So simply search Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities on YouTube, and you'll find all of our webinars listed there. And finally, here are our individual email addresses for the center, fcsua@ucf.edu, for Janice Seabrooks Blackmore, our Executive Director, for myself, Drew Andrews, and for Iris Neal, our Program Manager. So feel free to reach out should you have questions or need more information. We would be happy to provide more information on Florida post-secondary comprehensive transition programs or college and career transition clubs.